For decades, whispers of UFO crashes, alien encounters, and secret government facilities have fueled our imagination. But what if the wildest theories weren't just theories, but pieces of a hidden truth? Roswell is located in the high Great Plains of southeastern New Mexico, west of the Pecos River and east of highlands that rise to the Sierra Blanca Range. During World War II, a prisoner of war camp was located in nearby Orchard Park. Unknown to most Americans, German prisoners of war were used to do major infrastructure work in Roswell. Why was a secret base being built in Roswell? Did intercepted Nazi intelligence indicate first contact? It all began in early July 1947. A strange object crashed on a small ranch just outside Roswell, New Mexico. Rancher Mac Brazel found debris, unlike anything he had ever seen. Scattered across his property, thin metallic sheets, beams with odd symbols, material that couldn't be torn, cut, or burned. He contacted the local sheriff, but it was the Roswell Army Airfield, home to the 509th Bomb Group, the world's only atomic bomb unit at the time, that responded. A junior officer announces to the press, "We have recovered a flying disc." But overnight, the story changes. General Roger Ramey, commanding officer of the 8th Air Force, changes the official story to "Weather balloon recovered by Army." So ask yourself, why did the world's only atomic bomb squad respond to a crashed object? Witnesses claimed the military sealed off the site and recovered more than just debris. Rumors swirled of alien bodies. Ufologists believe the wreckage was taken to a newly forming base at Groom Lake, Nevada, a place soon to be known as Area 51. Six years later, May 1953, at the Nevada Proving Ground, a nuclear bomb was detonated over the Yucca Flat, part of Operation Upshot Knothole, a series of atmospheric nuclear weapons tests conducted by the US government. What if those tests weren't just about human warfare? What if they had an unintended consequence for visitors from beyond? The electromagnetic pulse, or EMP, from that blast would have traveled hundreds of miles, capable of disrupting even the most advanced electronic systems. And just hours later, or perhaps simultaneously, in nearby Kingman, Arizona, something truly inexplicable happened. Witnesses described seeing multiple saucer-like objects fall from the night sky. One craft was said to have burned up after colliding with a mountain. Another was found intact in the desert. And a third crash-landed near a small reservoir. A team of 40 government officials shuttled in on blacked-out buses, recovered the ships, and, allegedly, an alien survivor. Like Roswell, everything was taken to Groom Lake, Nevada. The US government has never officially acknowledged or confirmed any UFO crash or alien recovery in Kingman, Arizona. But years later, Air Force engineer Arthur Stansel came forward. He said he was there, that he examined the crash site, that the craft was oval, metallic, and inside it were 4-foot-tall aliens, dead, wearing metallic suits. Could the EMP from our nuclear tests have brought them down? Are the craft and bodies still being studied at Area 51? That same year, 1953, something else begins. Lockheed's highly secretive unit called Skunk Works, led by engineer Clarence Kelly Johnson, is tasked with developing next-generation military aircraft for the US government. By the early 1950s, Johnson had designed America's most advanced jets, the P-80 Shooting Star and F-104 Starfighter. With the Cold War intensifying, the CIA needed a new aircraft to conduct covert spy missions and turned to Lockheed, one of its most trusted military contractors. But here's the twist. In 1953, the same year as the Kingman UFO crash, Johnson made a strange report. He'd seen a disc-like object in the sky. It made no sound. It moved in ways no known aircraft could. The sighting was reported to Project Blue Book, which was the official Air Force investigation into UFOs. Surprisingly, the government did not respond with its usual dismissive attitude. Instead, CIA officer Richard Bissell and Colonel Osmond Ritland would take Kelly Johnson to Nevada in 1955. Shortly after, President Eisenhower signs off and Johnson is given the green light to conduct operations at Area 51. In August 1955, the U-2 flew, a high-altitude spy plane that shattered records. 80,000 feet ceiling height, specialized sensors, a revolution in modern aviation. Did the government reveal UFOs and its alien technology to Johnson to jumpstart our technological advantage over our Cold War rivals? Did reverse engineering fuel the design of the U-2 spy plane, our current stealth technology? But Area 51 may not be the deepest secret in Nevada. Just 10 miles south of the main Area 51 complex, near Papoose Lake, another dry lakebed within the Nellis Test and Training Range is Site 4, or S-4, camouflaged and hidden. Built into the side of Papoose Mountain, the facility is virtually invisible from the air. In 1989, physicist Bob Lazar went public. He claims to have worked at S-4 and seen 9 flying discs of extraterrestrial origin stored in hangars in the underground facility. He described their propulsion systems as antimatter reactors fueled by element 115, a substance then unknown to science, an isotope with gravity wave properties. In 2003, a version of element 115 was synthesized on Earth, moscovium. If Lazar was fabricating, how did he describe an element with specific properties years before it was ever synthesized, even if the properties weren't identical? Was it a lucky guess or a piece of a larger, still hidden puzzle? But the rabbit hole goes deeper. What if actual alien beings were not just recovered, but living among us, under government watch? Former Air Force pilot Bill Uhouse said he worked at S-4. Assigned to Area 51 in the 60s, Captain Uhouse, who had top-secret clearance, met the surviving alien from the Kingman UFO crash. Living secretly at S-4, it had been cooperating with the U.S. government ever since. Referring to the alien as J-Rod, a name given by a linguist, he claimed J-Rod communicated telepathically and helped scientists reverse engineer alien propulsion tech. Years later, microbiologist Dan Burish made a similar claim. He said the government hired him to care for J-Rod. He took tissue samples, learned its biology, formed a deep connection, a friendship. But what if J-Rod wasn't the only one? What if I told you meeting extraterrestrial life isn't as rare as we believe? Imagine an alien living inside the Pentagon, advising the President of the United States. Sounds like science fiction? For some, this is the true story of Valiant Thor. In 1957, a being known as Valiant Thor allegedly landed in Virginia. He was brought to the Pentagon, introduced to President Dwight Eisenhower. He warned against nuclear war, offered advanced technology, called for global peace. Given top-secret clearance, Valiant Thor resided in the Pentagon for 3 years from 1957 to 1960 as a liaison. If Valiant Thor lived in the Pentagon, where did he go next? In 1984, ufologist Jaime Shandera received an anonymous package containing a roll of film. When developed, the film purportedly contained 8 pages of a top-secret briefing, dated November 18, 1952, addressed to President-elect Dwight D. Eisenhower. This document, allegedly written by Vice Admiral Roscoe Hillenkoetter, the first director of the CIA, described the recovery of 2 crashed discs and the bodies of 4 humanoid beings, along with the formation of a secret group called Majestic 12. Created by President Truman in 1947, MJ-12 allegedly included top scientists, generals, and intelligence officers. Their goal? To control all information related to extraterrestrial contact. Keep the public in the dark. Though declared forgeries by the FBI, UFO researchers believe this is just another attempt by the government to cover its tracks. Is MJ-12 the shadow government agency pulling the strings behind every UFO investigation? Due to persistent public interest and congressional inquiries, the U.S. Air Force conducted investigations and released 2 detailed reports in the 1990s to debunk the theories of crashed alien craft, alien bodies, and government cover-up. The Roswell Report, Fact vs. Fiction in the New Mexico Desert, and the Roswell Report, Case Closed. These reports admitted the initial weather balloon explanation was a cover story, revealing the debris was from Project Mogul, a secret program to detect Soviet nukes. As for alien bodies, they said witnesses likely misremembered crash test dummies in military accidents. Many didn't buy it. For decades, these stories were dismissed as fringe theories. But then, in 2020, something changed. The Pentagon released 3 declassified videos. U.S. Navy pilots filmed unidentified objects moving in impossible ways. No visible propulsion, no wings, no longer just swamp gas or weather balloons. These real, unidentified phenomena were captured by our own military. The government didn't deny it. They simply said, "We don't know what these are." Why did it take until 2020 for the Pentagon to admit UFOs exist? Have we made contact? Could everything from stealth jets to military alliances be influenced by alien tech? Or are we still just scratching the surface? From Roswell to Kingman, from J-Rod to Valiant Thor, from S-4 to MJ-12. The story unfolds in layers. Some call it conspiracy, others call it disclosure. One thing is certain, we are not alone. The truth is out there, and maybe, just maybe, it's right above us. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please share, like, and subscribe for more mysteries, conspiracies, and secrets the government doesn't want you to know. And remember, keep your eyes on the skies. Which theory do you believe? Roswell, MJ-12, J-Rod? Comment below.